And a big re-signing, that being of Craig Bellamy for the Storm. 5 years, is that what's being reported?
Yeah, 2026, I think, is confirmed when he'll finish up. Rumoured to getting about 1.5 mil a season, over a mil, so he's getting decent money, which helps to stick around.
Yeah, rumours I was hearing was about 1.4 to 1.5.
Yeah.
And if you're going to pay anyone that, you pay arguably the greatest coach of all time.
Yeah. Well, here's a question for you. Is he the GOAT of coaching?
Oh, off the cuff. Max, can you bring up Craig Bellamy coaching statistics? I think I was
Who's in the conversation?
Well, Bennett.
Yep.
Wayne Bennett. Do you want to go back? Like
anyone? Pick who you think.
From my era, it's a 2-horse race, isn't it? Between.
So I've got a third.
Yeah.
Tim Sheens.
Tim Sheens. Run us through Tim Sheens.
So him and Wayne's got 800 games played. I think Sheens has slightly less. He's slightly more games won than Craig, but he's coached 300 plus games. So Craig's big stat, 70% win. Bellamy's, not Bellamy's. Wayne Bennett's is 62% and Sheen's is 50, if not a bit lower. But he was the first coach for the Cowboys when they came out of the comp and they fucking stunk. Right. So he's got about 7 years where he had a under 20% win percentage. So you take that out, he won 3 comps with Canberra and he won a comp with Wests. In between his coaching for Cowboys. So he won 4 comps.
Yes.
Bellamy's won 5.
Yep.
Wayne Bennett's won 7.
Yeah.
So
here's the thing, and the recency bonus is massive.
Yes.
So I've just looked at the all-time kind of thing. Do we go back to, say, an Arthur Halloway in the 1930s that well, in the last, none of us have ever heard of.
Yeah, but in the modern era kind of rugby league, at least since the 80s.
Yeah.
It's those 3 blokes for me.
Yep. And for mine,
and I'll throw some other things out. So Tim Sheens and Craig Bellamy never won an Origin series. Wayne, of course, won several.
Yep.
Wayne and Craig never won a World Cup. Tim Sheens has.
Okay.
83% win percentage as Australian head coach.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So I think Wayne, from memory, was 800-ish games and he had 500 or so wins to get to his 60% average. Excellent average. He's won premierships at 2 clubs. Tim Sheens won premierships at 2 clubs. Craig Bellamy only with Storm. So you can pick and choose what you like about each one.
There's no clear answer.
It's those 3 for me.
Yeah.
If I had to
pick one,
I'd say Wayne slightly ahead because 7 premierships across 3 different decades. Origin wins as well. Put that in there. Yeah, he hasn't won a World Cup. That's probably a net in the hat for Tim Sheens. But, having a 62% win percentage from 800 games is pretty impressive compared to Craig's 400 and something.
I'm going to 100% agree with you, which is a very, very rare thing that will happen on the Esky. The thing is,
we're just looking at the resumes and comparing them. But if you look at where they are now, club level,
this is the current resume.
Yeah.
Does one consider the future resume?
Well, Wayne's 1,000 years old at this point.
It was him and Buzz Rothfield that were there when the serpent tempted Adam and Eve.
You got to remember, Craig's only been a coach since 2003.
Yeah, and he's just signed on for 5 years with a team that's looking like they will probably win the comp this year, and we're probably going to be really hard to beat for the next 4
So that 7 number, he probably gets to that. So, if he coaches to the same age that Wayne is at the moment, I think that's probably another 20 to 15 years for him. Yeah. So he could have a very, very good record.
So let's agree on something. As it stands, Wayne Bennett is the GOAT of NRL coaches in the modern era.
Yep.
That's the caveat there. In terms of potential, Craig Bellamy will most likely become the greatest rugby league coach of all time.
Well, I'll put it this way. Like if I'm picking a club coach, probably Craig. If I'm picking a State of Origin coach, I'm picking Wayne. If I'm picking an Australian coach, I'm picking Tim Sheens. So that's where we're at the moment.
What do you do most weeks? You
club footy.
You coach your club.
Yeah. I mean, how many opportunities would would Wayne have had at coaching the Australian team? Because if he's coaching club footy,
he's probably been offered it plenty of times and turned it down.
Yeah, that's right.